Hey guys, how you doing? It's KJ here from the Scariest Movie Ever. I got this crazy story I wanted to share with you here, and it actually came out a few days ago. But as I do with a lot of stories, especially like a story this kind of out there, I'll just kind of sit on it for a little while and see what happens. You know, sometimes these things will turn out to be hoaxes real quick, like in a few days, and you've seen a lot of things like that. They had a viral campaign going a while back about a time traveler. I don't know if you ever saw that or not. It was this person that he like saved somebody on a bike from getting hit by a car, and they had it on camera, but they'll do things like that. Everyone will go crazy over the first few days, and then you find out it's like a viral campaign for something or whatever. But so I wanted to sit back and wait on this because it's a really exciting story. You see the title there, and you saw the title of the video, so you get the gist. But the title here is Irish scientists claim to have found real-life leprechaun cave in small northwest fishing village. I'm going to read this whole thing to you. It's really not too long, but this came out on May 29th. This came out about a week ago, and I was really surprised nobody else was picking up on it. I've been checking up on it every day, looking for other things online to make sure it wasn't a hoax or whatever, and I just haven't really found anything. So up to now, I'm finding this story's starting to get a little bit of gas, and I found other sites are starting to pick it up, and there's more stories on it, so it seems to be legit. All right. All that being said, let's read the story. And before I get to it too, one more thing. You probably understand why I'm excited about this story. If you're familiar with my channel or my work, you might. If not, please check out some of my videos. But oftentimes what I say is that, we're living in a time where the veil is being lifted and all the old secrets are coming out. All the secrets on everything are coming out. Everything's being revealed on every level. And this is a perfect example of that, because I don't know about you, but I always believed that these things existed, pixies and leprechauns and trolls and, old school trolls, real trolls, but I believed all that stuff actually existed at one time, even dragons, things like that. But, as mankind just became so advanced, I believe we lost that vision, that we're not in touch with that stuff. But way back, hundreds, thousands of years ago, I think people were more open to these things and could see these things and actually interact with them as well. Well, this story is going to blow your mind, so check it out. Again, I just think it's interesting. Here we go. The secrets are being revealed, and here's a great example. Researchers at Trinity College Dublin have discovered a cave on Ireland's northwest coast which they believe was once the actual home of a leprechaun. Scientific evaluation of the artifacts found in the small cave reveals that shoemaking equipment, maps, and gold coins were apparently left behind by the leprechaun sometime between the years 1650 and 1700. The initial discovery was made by two amateur cavers who are TCD students on holiday in the fishing town of Killybegs. They heard myths recounted by locals about a small mysterious cave hidden about 2 kilometers up the shoreline, and they set out to investigate. Well, after several days of searching, they found what appeared to be the entrance to a cave, well camouflaged by large rocks and trees. The outcropping was engraved with what seemed to be a rudimentary form of Gaelic lettering. However, the cave was much too small for them to enter and explore, with the entrance only about 60 centimeters tall. Here's a little picture. Upon their return to school, they notified the Speological Union of Ireland and the Geography Department at Trinity College Dublin of their discovery. A team of researchers from TCD, led by Professor Sean Thornton, set out for the region the following month, with equipment which would allow them to remotely see inside the cave and extract samples. After obtaining the required permits, the team used robot-mounted, remote-controlled cameras to maneuver through a long, winding entrance and obtain the first-ever view of the cave's interior. What the cameras revealed stumped Thornton and the entire exploration party at first. This is so cool. Check this out. The cave was approximately 1 meter tall, almost perfectly round, and the size of a small shop. In the center of the floor was a rickety wooden table on which were several scraps of withered leather material, 4 oddly shaped pieces of rotted wood, a hammer, and some rusty iron pegs. In one corner was a pile of moldy and tattered fabric which had obviously been gnawed by rodents at some point, covering 2 small squares of iron. Along one side of the cave were 2 pieces of clay pottery with a sludge caked on their bottoms. On the opposite wall was a large boulder which apparently had hidden a recessed compartment before being pushed aside. Next to the opening, a map of some sort had been etched onto the wall, and finally one of the cameras was able to get a view of the compartment's interior, which contained 4 gold coins. The inside findings were were fully documented on video, and arms attached to the robots were used to retrieve all of the items. They were then taken to Trinity College for evaluation and research in consultation with experts from the departments of History, Irish and Celtic Languages, and Natural Sciences, as well as archaeologists from University College Dublin. Their combined findings stunned everybody involved. All of the items dated to the period 1650 to 1700, according to both scientific dating techniques and expert evaluation. The authorities were convinced by the shape and size of the wood pieces that they had been used as lasts, most likely used to make shoes with the leather material, hammer, and nails found next to them. The sludge at the bottom of the pottery was identified as the remnants of dandelions or a similar flower, probably steeped in water which had been contained in the bowls. The moldy pieces of fabric and rusty squares were reconstructed to form what appeared to be a brightly colored jacket and pointed buckled hat. The coins were Irish double pistols struck in the year 1646. And while the map did not correspond to any of the known geographic features of the area during that period, the unmistakable image of a rainbow dominated one end. So cool. And here's just the end. The startling, hard to believe, but unanimous conclusion drawn by the experts and based on the artifacts and the size of the cave was that it had once been home to a leprechaun. The shoemaking materials, dandelion tea, clothing, gold, and the map to the end of the rainbow, all housed in the living space in which no human could fit, could be explained no other way, according to all of the researchers. Wow, so there you have it. It's the entrance to the cave right there. And then that's inside. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Keep an eye on that story. Follow up. If it turns out to be bogus, I'll take this down. But as of right now, it looks like they actually have proof of real leprechauns. Fascinating. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
Ya, güey. Ya, güey. Te quedas aquí. ¡Calor! ¡Allá no! Ya, güey. Voy por él. ¡Ay, no mames, güey! ¡Ya vieron! Voy por él. ¡Ay, no mames, güey! ¡Ya vieron! Voy por él. ¡Ay, no mames, güey! ¿Ya vieron?
¿A las ladies o qué? mames, espérense, espérense, güey. No se vayan, no vayan a voltear. No mames, espérate, espérate. No, 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 no mames, no mames, no. No mames, no se vayan a parar, güey. No mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. No mames, espérense, espérense, güey. No se vayan, no vayan a voltear. No mames, espérate, espérate. No, 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 no mames, no mames, no. No mames, no se vayan a parar, güey. No mames, no mames, no mames, no mames.
This curious little door in Golden Gate Park has imaginations running wild.
I think the gnomes built it.
The miniature door sits at the base of a tree in the concourse of the park near the De Young Museum and the Academy of Sciences.
My mom found a picture on Facebook and she thought it'd be fun if we go and look for it.
In fact, a lot of people have been looking for it and giving their best guess as to who or what built it.
Fairies.
That's the spirit. Or how about an elf? That's what these brothers think.